guys, PrinceofMacedon here. I'm going to do a Medieval 2 Total War Online multiplayer commentary video, and this is part of my What If series, where I pit two commanders against each other, and these are commanders who had never faced each other in combat due to different circumstances, whether it be geography or time period. In this battle, I'm going to pit two great conquerors against each other. One was an overseas conqueror, the other was one of the greatest land conquerors in history. This will be a battle between the famous Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortes versus the one of the most famous commanders in history, Genghis Khan of the Mongols. My army is inspired by Cortes' army before he had the Native American allies. So when he left Cuba, he had 500 men, 13 horses, and some cannons, and some ships. And actually the army I'll be using is actually slightly bigger than his actual army, and I couldn't control that. But my army, let's see. Let's look at it. I have one unit of dismounted conquistadors, and that's where Cortes is going to be. I have a unit of mounted conquistadors. They're right here. They're going into the heart of the city. Oh, by the way, my dismounted conquistadors have 3 experience upgrades and bronze upgrades. And same thing with my mounted conquistadors. They have the same upgrades, and here they are. And there's actually 60 horses in this unit, and that's too many horses compared to what the actual Cortes would have had. Like, as I said, when he first left Cuba, he only had 13 horses. But he did get more horses when he went to Trinidad. He got a few more horses. I have a unit of bombards here. This is my artillery piece. I have, I gave them 3 experience upgrades. Just behind them, these are my sword and bucklers, and this would be the mainstay of my infantry force. I have 2 units of these guys, and they both have 3 experience upgrades and bronze upgrades. And you can see my guys are going into the heart of the city. I was going to defend the outer perimeter, but I decided not to. I'm trying to take these guys off the walls. These are my arquebuses. Oh, look at that! Boom! Anyways, I have 1 unit of these guys, and they have the same upgrades. It's like 3 experience and bronze upgrades. And because of that crack, they had a hard time getting off this wall here. So they're kind of stuck here for now, until I try to move them again. But as for now, they disobeyed my previous order, which was to get off the wall. See this? They kind of stopped here. Never leave a man behind. I also have a unit of Pavi's crossbowmen here. Look at this. They kind of look like Ninja Turtles when they're reloading their guns. Actually, they kind of look like turtles from here too. Too bad I don't have a giant rat to lead my men. Alright, that was my army. Now here's the problem. Since I'm depicting Cortes versus Genghis Khan, there is a slight discrepancy in the army numbers, because there's no way that Cortes' initial Spanish force without the Native Americans would have been anywhere close to the size of a typical Mongol army. Like, even just a Mongol division would have had, what, 10,000 troops in it. So my reasoning here is Genghis Khan did not take Cortes seriously, and therefore he only took a small detachment to fight Cortes. That's gonna be my justification for having this army size. Alright, so let's look at my opponent's Mongol army. Alright, well, first of all, you can see here he has a catapult. It's over here. And he used that to make a breach in my wall, these guys. And the Mongols were very adept at siege warfare. Like, as they conquered new territories, they learned the methods of those they conquered. Like, when they conquered the Chinese, they learned, or they actually incorporated Chinese into making siege weapons for them.
Our men are under attack.
They're kind of like the Romans.
We need to act.
Whenever they conquered territories, they took what they found necessary and useful, and they incorporated it into their own military system. Anyways, my opponent's Mongol army is basically, most of it's dismounted, and I did that because this is a siege battle, and it's a siege battle in a jungle. So my reasoning here is that they dismounted to fight Cortes' army in the jungle, in a city setting. Alright, so my opponent has 1 unit here of a mounted unit. This is a Mongol horse archer unit. They have 3 experience upgrades and bronze attack upgrades, and they're gonna harass my men. I will turn my guys, my Pavi's crossbowmen, to confront them. Right now they're kind of running away from the walls, but they will turn and shoot them. Look at this other guy. guys. You already saw his catapult. The catapult has no upgrades.
Our men are under attack. We must act
Yeah,
now.
whatever. Here's his general unit. This is Genghis Khan, and this is a bodyguard unit. They have 3 experience upgrades and bronze attack. And his dismounted lancers here, I gave him 6
The
dismounted
walls
light
are
lancers,
no longer ours.
2 experience
The enemy
upgrades,
have
bronze
taken them.
upgrades. And I dismounted them. But this would have been the melee element of his cav force. But not anymore. Alright, let me go back to here real quick before I talk about the rest of the Mongol army. These guys got even closer down into my city. So this is when I brought my Poppies crossbowmen. I'm also bringing up my arquebuses. Yeah, you can hear my guys right here. They're kind of reloading their guns. See, don't they look like turtles? But yeah, while his horses are in my city here, I'm gonna just shoot them. Because they can't... They have like less room to maneuver here. So now they're getting shot like... I guess like ducks in a pond. Alright, so he has 6 dismounted light lancers. I already talked about them. Then he has 9 units of foot archers. These are his dismounted horse archers right here. And he has 9 units of those. They have 3 experience upgrades and bronze attack. I believe that's his army there. Yeah, the Mongol army was basically a giant cav army. And I'd say about 60% of their cav consisted of horse archers. It was a very mobile army, very deadly, the deadliest in its time. Alright, so my opponent's gonna rush forward here. I think in the Mongol campaign in Vietnam, they actually, you can actually read about them dismounting their units. Alright, so my opponent here is bringing up his foot archers here, because he saw my arquebuses and my Poppies crossbowmen here. Trying to fight his horse archers, so he's gonna bring up his foot archers here to support his horse archer unit. Some are gonna go this way. I'll get better shots of my guys. But yeah, as you guys know, I don't really like. I mean, I do like the medieval time period, but I don't like it anywhere near as much as the ancient time period, especially in the realm of warfare. Aim. I do like Genghis Khan, and I also like the story of Hernan Cortes. Because like he came with this very small army, and then eventually he added to its numbers by recruiting Native American support. But the fact that he actually undertook such an enterprise is just crazy. And Cortes almost didn't even go. Like he had a disagreement with his commander, who was the governor of Cuba. His name was Velasquez. So at the last moment, like they had an argument, and then basically Cortes wasn't supposed to go anymore to lead this expedition. But Cortes said, "Hey, to heck with it. I'm gonna go anyways," and he just left.
Our enemy's ladders have reached our walls. It is time for butcher's work.
Did he really put ladders in my walls, even though I left the walls? Yeah, he did, didn't he? I forgot about that. I thought he just poured it into the gap in my city, into that break in the wall. Anyway, here comes his dismounted light lancers up these ladders. They go up here. He already has
Our
some
men are
archers
under
here.
attack. We must act now.
I really should have muted that guy commenting. Oh yeah, my opponent launched this cap charge. He wanted to take out my what do you call it, my artillery pieces in a suicide charge. It was a good idea, but I was able to counter with my sword and bucklers and my conquistadors. So let's see, he's down to, well, they actually routed, but they will stop routing here eventually. So they're gonna stop somewhere by the walls here. But yeah, that's a tactic I use in Napoleon Total War a lot. I would like to suicide my cav to take out artillery pieces. It's fun. Alright. So here comes the rest of his troops coming into this breach in the wall here. And yeah, the reason why I picked a siege setting was because Cortes, he loved, well, he didn't love it, but he did find himself in a lot of siege battles. Like, he found himself surrounded by all these Native Americans. And it was kind of a nightmare for him. But, at least in this way, they would have kind of a fighting chance in a game against the Mongols. Otherwise, in a pitched battle, like, you know, without all these walls here, the Mongols would have just surrounded Cortes and just shot him to death. Alright, my opponent's gonna bring his catapults into the city here. And here you can see me, I'm just kind of chilling right now. Kind of hanging out. But yeah, I think the Mongol army here in this battle, there are 1,470 of them, whereas the Spanish army has 540 troops. Oh, look at this, my opponent brought his horse archers back. He really wants my artillery pieces. He's gonna charge it again.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
And he's gonna give it to my guys. And I've got my sword and bucklers here. Sword and buckler here just nearby. I also have my arquebuses nearby, but I told him not to shoot. I'm afraid to shoot my own guys. So his horse archers stop here. And let's see how long it takes for them to rout. Ooh, they're getting shot down now. Look at that. Oh, they're falling. Yeah, in terms of medieval warfare, I guess easily my favorite commander would be Genghis Khan. But I mean, there's like isolated units. I mean, isolated people in history who also
Our men are under attack.
interested me.
We need to act.
But nowhere to the same level as those of the ancient times. Alright, finally got my arquebuses here. They're kind of behind my guns, so I can move to the side. And his catapult is actually really deadly right there. I think moved him into the city. And now my artillery guys are getting shot by his archers. See this? They have really good range. And look at this whole swarm of them. Yeah, I think it was like for every, it was like 6 out of 10 guys were horse archers in the Mongol cav army. But anyways, I moved my guys to the side here. I wanted to avoid his catapult. And there's my Papi's crossbowmen. These guys have really good range. It just takes them a long time to reload. That's the problem. So I have this little skirmish here. And oh, look at that shot. Oh! Take that, Genghis. Let's see how his shot does. Did you get him, my guys? I think he killed some of my corpses.
We need to act.
Alright, here, I saw his foot archers, how they were shooting my guys. So I made this really desperate and this is kind of a gamble, just like rushing all my guys to this big blob here. Because one strike from his catapults would have easily took out a significant portion of these troops here, but I had to gamble it. Like I wanted to get further into my city here. And the last to retreat are the crew of my bombards. Let's see if they make it. I don't know if they do. Oh, here, look at this shot. What's what it does? I think it missed. That was a close call, guys. That would have been a nice 3D shot. Can you imagine making these commentary videos in 3D? That'd be interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna move my guys to the side here, like this, to avoid first his catapults, and then stand behind these structures to avoid his the missiles from his foot units. Anyways, during all that ruckus, hey, where my guys at? Well, eventually I'm gonna move my horses to the side. Oh, here they are. Yeah, during that ruckus, I moved my mounted conquistadors to the side. Basically hoping he wouldn't see it. And see this? I have the opportunity to strike his flank here, and also the opportunity, should I need it, to run around this entire area here. See this? Go down this alley and then strike his guys from the rear. So I can leave my cav in a kind of hidden reserve role right now. But look at this horde though. This is massive. But like, yeah, the real Mongol army would have been bigger. Like the army of Genghis Khan. Like, this is nothing right here, the size of this army compared to the Spanish. Like, in reality, the Spanish, the expedition that Cortes would have first left with, it would have been so insignificant compared to a Mongol army. But, you know, even with the Native American support, it would have still been a lot smaller than the Mongol army. But, you know, I love both of these guys, and I really wanted to pit them against each other. Oh, look at these Mongols. Look how far they brought up this catapult here. And let's see what these guys are going to do. Because all my guys are hiding behind buildings right now. Oh, look at that. Take that, you building. Look at that. Boom. Eat that. See, it's because of the Mongols why there's so few remaining Aztec architect structures. Oh, see, they're in range of my Poppy's crossbowmen right now. He's gonna move these guys to the side, and see this big clump here? How he's all moving down the street here? I saw this as an opportunity to strike his army while they're all together. Because I knew if he started separating like this, then I'd be in serious trouble if he surrounds me. So I'm gonna gamble on a charge here with all my melee troops. See this? Here come my conquistadors. That's Cortes himself leading this charge, followed by the sword and bucklers here. We're gonna charge right at his troops while they're like this. He did start to spread out a little bit here, so I was kind of worried about this. But then when he saw my guys charging, he goes, "Oh, wait a minute, the fight's happening now. I better rush and meet him." There's this giant rush of Mongol dismounted infantry, dismounted cav, versus my conquistadors. My guys are better in a melee fight. But he has so many troops and he has all those archers. At the same time, look what I'm doing with my cav. Yeah, exactly what I wanted, guys. Strike these guys from behind while they're pinned from the front, and while they're all clumped together like this. Well, if you get this so massive, they can't even clump because it's so freaking massive. So I have to get through all of this. Look at that, guys. Look like conquistadors are all bloodied up right now. I'm being shot by his dudes. But at the same time, I got my guys back here shooting too. My Poppy's crossbowmen. And look right from behind, here comes my mounted conquistadors. We're gonna strike these dudes down. Surprise! He does see him though, you can see him rushing his troops back here. Oh. It's pretty rough, guys. He's also gonna bring back Genghis Khan to fight my conquistadors. Look at that mess, guys. Here's an overhead. So yeah, I got this cab unit back here. And then I got these guys in the front. You know, I didn't know my guys could hold out this long. I should have peeled off one of these guys to go around the flanks here. But I am going to take my unit of arquebuses here. And I'm going to try to outflank that big glob of Mongol troops here. These are my Poppy's turtles. So let's see what's going on in the very back where my mounted conquistadors, they're still fighting these foot archers and his Genghis Khan unit. Oh, here we go. Bang. Lots of ruckus, but my guys are down a lot. Because they have to go through this whole clump of troops here. Even though those foot archers aren't really used to fighting melee, there's so many of them. And the fact that his general's there, fighting alongside his archers, it is bleeding my guys dry here in the back. Look at that, guys. Here's an overhead. Look at this ruckus. It's all down this one alley. We're gonna call this murder alley here. That dude's like really kicky butt right now. Oh! Can't find his but Anyways, we are going at it in the back. And Cortes used his cav as a shock element, like him bringing them out just to shock the natives. And its appearance would be a very devastating blow to these Native Americans who had never seen something like a mounted horseman. But of course, you know the Mongols. I'm pretty sure they've seen mounted horses in their life, so they're not really impressed by this display. All they see is a bunch of heavily armored nitwits here. Let's see what's going on here. My guys are eating through his front line. My infantry are. Yeah, his guys are getting toasted by my infantry. But his cav is beating my cav in the back. It's quite bloody. My guys are like, they're dwindling their numbers. See that? There's only a few of them left. But he did withdraw his archers. Well, most of them. There's still a few of them back here, but they're not even taking part in that fight. They're just shooting at my guys. Some good kills here. We're also getting close up of the Mongol archers. This is a nice little close up here.
Our men have only half the enemy force remain.
Alright, there we killed Genghis Khan. And I was hoping with that assassination that would have caused all these guys to rout, but you know, I guess it didn't. Well, look at my conquistadors, they are fighting right through this line here.
My lord,
all these dead
only
Mongol
half our force remains.
And both our armies are about 50% in size now. We're both giving it to each other. But my big attack failed in the back. Like, we did kill a general, but that's the last of my troops right there. Of my cab anyways. And he's by himself. Like, one guy left in that unit. But let's see him fight at the end. Oh, he's dead! Oh, is there another one? Oh no, that's it. So now he doesn't have to worry about his rear anymore. Oh, but look at this! Down the flanks, I have finally brought up my arquebuses here. And they are shooting into the flanks of that big Mongol glob. And these guys take forever to reload. And at some points, they're not even reloading, it looks like. Well, are they going to shoot or what? Ready. So right into this glob of dismounted lancers here. As my guys are fighting from the side. See this? My conquistadors and my sword and bucklers. And my opponent's working on the morale of my troops with his flaming missiles. It's a real nightmare situation. And so my opponent sees my arquebuses in the back, so he's going to kill off a unit of dismounted lancers here, and he's going to try to attack my arquebuses. So let's see if they make it. Here they come. They're almost there, and they shoot, and then, oh no, they didn't make it. I was surprised my guys held their ground there, because they were taking forever to reload. So we rout these guys, and I think that rout might have caused this big rout in his troops here. See that? I don't know what it was. But my infantry is so drained right now. Like, even though I smashed his melee infantry, he still has all these guys back here. Look at this. All these archery units. There's like no way to kill these guys. There's like so many of them. But yeah, I did want to see, you know, like this Hernan Cortes versus Genghis Khan matchup. So different time periods, way different types of armies, but two great conquerors. Very different though.
Our enemy has command of...
Oh, look at that! While I was fighting there, this is decisive. My opponent took his Genghis Khan unit, and he got into the heart of my city there. I didn't see that, so that really screwed up my plans to go right up the center here and just waste his guys. So that weakened my attack. I peeled off a unit of sword and bucklers to confront his general unit, and the rest of my guys are going to go forward to attack these archers. See, if I retreated the whole force, then those archers would have shot my guys from behind. That would have been bad. So I needed to fight on both sides here, and that's what destroyed my war effort, taking my guys out to go back and fight his general unit here. I think in retrospect,
Lord, our foe has lost control of the city.
Like, I think in retrospect, I should have just used my Poppy's crossbowmen to scare his guys away, and use these sword and bucklers to continue this infantry charge down the middle. But without that unit, my guys are less. My infantry force is less than what it could have been. Alright. Look at these numbers though, this is daunting. All of these Mongols.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
My men have fought long and hard, but now they're tired. My cansado. Alright, I am ripping through though. Slowly but surely. But my guys are dwindling big time. And, but look at that. Do I really expect to fight past all these guys? Not to mention he still has his horse unit back here somewhere. Yeah, I brought my Poppy's crossbowmen up and my arquebuses, and he left his cav out there. I had to chase him off with these guys, my sword and bucklers. His cav is over here somewhere. Where'd they go? Well, they are here somewhere.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this disgrace.
This is my Poppy's crossbowmen. And you can see here my guys are starting to break. See that? Those are my sword and bucklers. And you can see I have a few conquistadors here. And his guys are going to run out of the city here. They're just going to run.
Our foolish general
and look at that.
thrown his life away.
Cortes gets assassinated by a Mongol.
Of victory with it.
I'm not sure why he ran out of the city. I don't think he needed to. He could have just like stayed right there and just killed my guys. But he's going to run. And my guys are gonna chase him for a while. But when I see them outside the city, I decided to turn back. And here's his general unit here. He's wreaking havoc on my crossbowmen. But yeah, I'm starting to bring my guys back into the city now. Cut my losses. This is my sword and bucklers. They are exhausted right now. Exhausted. Here comes the general unit, but there's no general there. So we both lost our commanders. There's no Genghis Khan and there's no Hernan Cortes. This guy's gonna run down my guys. He wants to kill them before they get into the city. But when he sees how close they are, he kind of stops. I'm gonna rush at him with my sword and bucklers here, and from the other side with my dismounted conquistadors. Look at this bloodshed! Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Yeah, if anything, this would be my triste noche, even though it's not noche time. Get away from my wall, you Mongols! That guy bites it. And his horses survived with two horsemen attacked. And now he's bringing his foot archers back into my city. I really like this the way this map looks. Like, this is the Valley of Mexico map, but I added a Mesoamerican City. And you can do that when you're setting up the battle. You just add a settlement or add... I forgot what it's called, but yeah, you can do that when you're picking the map on that screen. Like some of the maps, you can add like settlements, like a city, a fort, and you can pick what kind of city. Do you want it to be a Mesoamerican city, a Northern European type city, or a Southern European, or whatnot. But yeah, I'm bringing my guys into the heart of my city. I want them to regroup and rest a little bit. This sword and buckler is down to one guy, and I had to use the fast forward button here, guys, because battle takes a long time. So let's fast forward it. But you can see what's happening here. Let's see where's my guys. My opponent's finally bringing his archers up here. And here he pulled off a unit here. Those are his horses. He killed them off to the side. And then he starts shooting my guys. He's gonna try to shoot my guys. He is targeting my sword and buckler in here, I think. We're gonna watch my guy here. It's still a fast forward, ×2. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm bringing my guys closer to this this pyramid here to minimize the damage from his arrows. But his guys are shooting like you know, up in the air and then letting it come down. They're kind of like volleying their arrows over this pyramid. That's a heck of an angle though, look at that. This guy has no idea what's coming to him. Oh, look at that, he brought his horse unit in here. When I see that, I'm going to, those are my arquebuses in the back. I'm gonna give it to my arquebuses. While that's going on, he's still shooting at my guys. He's like, what's going on back there? Well, I don't know, it doesn't involve me. Alright, so I peel off this unit of sword and bucklers. I'm gonna charge after his horses. But he's gonna target my guys from the back with his archers. They have really incredible range. So we're gonna chase his cav around. Luckily they're still in flaming mode, so they don't kill as many men as they could have. That's more for morale purposes, using the flaming mode. Alright, so here my opponent's gonna just start shooting at my guys here. But he's only gonna use one unit to shoot at my guys, even though all those guys still have missiles in their arsenal. These guys there. So let's do the fast forward button, but he takes his time. Yeah, we're gonna watch my guys get shot here in fast forward here.
Our men are under attack.
Oh, he's shooting my other guys first.
We need to act.
Oh yeah, he wiped out my lone sword and buckler. You can see him on the ground. That's sad. And then now he's targeting this unit here of sword and bucklers. And I kept my guys in tight formation just because he was using flaming mode. Like, I wanted to encourage him to keep shooting at my guys there. But eventually he does switch to the regular round here. And that's when I put my guys back into this formation.
Our men are under attack.
My men are under attack.
Need to act.
I can see that. I'm not the guy. So look at that. That ruckus. It's pretty destructive. But yeah, this is my biggest unit now.
We must act now.
And there he's using the regular rounds now to shoot my guys, and now it's actually cutting through my armor. So yeah, spread out guys, seriously. Clink, 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 clink.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Yeah. Still getting shot. This is why I take my guys out. I'm like, hey, if I'm gonna die like this, I ain't going to blaze of glory. This is Spain! This is my conquistadors. Look how bloody they are. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna bring up this guy. My sword and bucklers in the back, but here comes his cav. They're gonna charge my guys from behind. Take out 1, 2 guys. 3 guys. Return to take his horses out at least. At least we're gonna take his horses out of the action here. But yeah, you can see I'm not gonna win this fight. Look at that. He has so many guys still. And this wasn't really winnable, unless my opponent made a huge mistake. But after this, we're going to reverse armies, and we're gonna see how I do as the Mongols. And we're gonna see how my opponent defends. Yeah, this is my first time playing Medieval 2. I enjoyed it though. I'm just not very good at this game. I don't know the units very well. But, yeah, my guys are still alive. I'm gonna keep charging into his dudes. And he's gonna sneak up a unit of foot archers here into my city. I'm just gonna, I saw them doing that, but I had so few troops anyways, I'm just gonna keep charging. I'm gonna keep racking up the casualties on his dudes, so I can make it as bloody as possible here.
Holy Mother, save us!
So yeah, he gets his guys behind me.
Control of the city.
Not the prettiest situation to be in. Surrounded by archers.
I pray the course of this battle changes, because defeat seems almost
So look
certain.
at this, I have like a handful of Spaniards left. But ironically, they are going to beat this first unit here of foot archers here. Well, I thought they would. Eventually they will. But now I'm getting shot from behind too. But my guys are still fighting. God, glory, and gold. Look, he's shooting his own men too in the process. But yeah, I want to see how much damage I can cause my opponent. Oh, shot behind. I guess the armor protects my guys more than his guys. So I'm gonna peel off one unit. Go after his dudes here, and the other guys die. So I'm already surrounded on every side here. Look, getting shot from both sides here. Look at that, these guys are determined. These guys are ferocious. Oh, but they died. No. It's kind of like Last Samurai. That's Tom Cruise right there. But there's no Katie Holmes to protect him.
Today's defeat is nothing.
Good game to my opponent. Hope you guys enjoyed
like
this
battle.
battle. Stay tuned for the next reverse battle, where I command the Mongols, and my opponent commands the Spanish.
Today.